Welcome or welcome back to Awake and Bake, where we get high vibes and talk about the universe. I'm your host, Danny. Today's episode, I just want to talk about kind of the recent theme that I'm working on right now, or the recent theme in my life that I'm being called to really work on. I'm being called to work on knowing when to use my energy in terms of conflict, educating people, rage bait, responding to negativity, responding to trolls, everything in that whole realm of where do I put my energy and how do I respond to things sent to trigger me. And I might not have the answer that you think I'm going to have. It's not all love and light over here. But before we get into that, you're going to need two things for today's episode. First, you're going to need something to drink because I will not be responsible for you hooker whores being dehydrated. I'm drinking from my CVS water bottle. It's got some little flamingos on it. And if you partake in gardening, like the internet makes us say these days, make sure that you have something to puff on. So I have this High 90s live resin. It's their Paradise strain. It's a sativa. Also, yes, I did get new nails. We got some fruity vibes here, personality vibes here. I'm just going to insert a picture because I never am able to get it to focus the way I want it to when I show you guys up close. So yeah, anyway, I feel like the universe is testing me right now, and it's really having me work on knowing when to use my energy toward things that are maybe sent to trigger me or sent to help me grow in a way, and dealing with conflict in general. But it's not really in the way that I think you might be expecting. I'm not saying you need to take the high road every time and not respond and let people walk all over you, let people treat you like shit, whatever. I would like to offer you three solutions. So one, yes, you can pop the fuck off, you can stoop to someone's level, and you can sometimes get in a fucking fight. That is an option. We have option number two. You can be the bigger person, you can take the high road, you can walk away, you can be like, you know what? You're a piece of shit. You're a waste of space. You're not worth my motherfucking time. Your vibes are low. I'll pray for you. I'm not going to fucking pray for you, but if that's what works for you, you can do that. But I offer you a secret third thing, a happy middle ground, popping the fuck off and then knowing when to disengage. I was having this conversation recently because for some reason, motherfucking trolls are trying me on the internet right now, specifically on Instagram for some reason, men, specifically white men on the Central Coast, specifically white men from California, are fucking trying me. God forbid I share a post on Facebook encouraging white people to stop saying the N-word because there's a fucking rise in that recently. You would think that I personally sent that to every single white man in America who I don't know. I was getting some DMs from people saying shut up libtard. I was getting some DMs from people that were just fucking laughing at me and being like, there are bigger issues in the world. Then I was getting some messages from people who were so very angry at me and who wanted to convince me that it's okay for white people to say the N-word. And it was just a whole mess. It was one of those, I have black family members, so I can say it. Bitch, my brain cannot right now. And I guess the point is, for situations like that, I don't feel that it is going to be helpful to myself or to that person to try and quote unquote educate them because they clearly don't want to be educated. I've already put a message on my story that is very clear and educational, and they decided to come at me with backlash. Not to mention, some people just cannot be taught. That motherfucker who was it's okay to say I have black family members, I can say it. Dude called me a dumb whore 1,000 times. He spelled dumb wrong every single time. He wrote it 20 times, spelled it wrong every single time. You had 20 chances. You had 20 chances. You couldn't figure out at least one of those dumbs needs to be at the end. And I knew that I was right to not really engage in some kind of argument or debate with this person because I was he literally sounds like a fucking incel, honestly, at this point. And I was right because what did I do instead? I just started screenshotting his messages to me that were extremely violent in terms of vocabulary and rhetoric, and posting them on my story. And then he was very angry that I was sharing the messages that he sent to me on a public platform, and I'm a public persona on that platform. My point is, I decided not to engage directly, but I also decided I'm not just going to let you say whatever the fuck you want to me, because I did post that on my story. And I did hear from many people that they ripped his ass a new one. And not that I think that's going to change his opinion or anything, but it's just one of those things where no, I didn't feel the need to continue engaging in that. And I could have simply just walked away. But there's only so much that the Libra in me, the justice in me is well, no, you silly goose. If you're going to send me violent messages like that, or messages that have a violent rhetoric to them about a group of people, I'm just going to screenshot them and post them. Because if you're brave enough to say it to me, a person you don't know, and say it with your chest like that, say it to them if you're so brave. Say it with your chest. Because you're brave enough to attack me, a stranger, in my DMs on my public platform about my own personal opinion that has nothing to do with you, wasn't about you. I don't even follow you. I don't know you. You're a fan. I'm just playing a part in karma. So like that was one example. And then there was another example of some guy who was just like commenting weird stuff and like kind of racist stuff on my pictures of me and my husband. And it was just like, I'm just gonna block this motherfucker because you have a total of like 7 followers, dude. Like there's no point in even trying to get your account like reported. Like I'm pretty sure it's fucking fake. It had the new right above it. So those are the reasons anyway that I'm making this video. Those are what kind of like sparked this thing in my head that I was like, ooh, universe, you are giving me so many little lessons right now of like, okay, giving me different opportunities, kind of similar situations that just vary. And then like, how am I going to handle it? And I feel like, yeah, I'm trying to like find the line between like standing up for myself, making sure that I feel good about like how I handle a situation, because I'm not somebody that likes to be disrespected. But also, I'm absolutely okay with if you're just saying some stupid shit to me, like I don't give a fuck, like I'll just block you. I'm trying to find the happy medium. I'm trying to find when to engage and disengage. And the reason that I think it's okay to engage sometimes is because there was a time where choosing the high road, love and light was awesome, was great. It was probably beneficial for some people, maybe, sure, I don't know. But we're not in that time anymore. We're not in that place anymore. If you know what's going on in America right now, now is not the time to like pussyfoot around a situation and not have boundaries and not stand your fucking ground. So I'm gonna keep doing that. You know what I mean? Take a fucking hit because I'm getting heated. So as I'm learning more about myself and things that are sent to trigger me and things that are sent to upset me and things that I need to literally just learn how to like breathe and just not even entertain, what I'm realizing is I need to set boundaries. What is that boundary, you ask? It's one very clear, very simple boundary that I realized it months ago and I've been sticking to it. No Karen cop videos in the morning. Those videos where Karen is just being a piece of shit and then the cops show up and for some reason we're just yapping and chatting and talking for damn near 30 fucking minutes. Bitch, if you're not gonna cuff this bitch, you need to knock her lights out. If we're gonna talk about police violence in the world, use it for something good. Use it on these fucking Karens. I wish I was kidding. Have you seen those fucking videos where it'll just be somebody fucking parked on a street, a public street with a bunch of other public parking, other cars are parked there, and the bitch will come out like, you can't park here in front of my house. Do you know who my husband is? My husband is Johnny Cricket or whatever the fuck. And it's just like then they call the cops and then the bitch starts screaming and oh, he's hitting me, he's hurting me, and we can all see nothing's happening. Nothing will enrage me more than an entitled Karen. Nothing will make me want to like Hulk smash than an entitled Karen. But I'm getting better at not allowing myself to watch those motherfucking videos and not let them rile me up. My rule is I literally cannot watch them in the morning. I usually only see them if I'm like scrolling on TikTok, which I know you're not supposed to do in the morning. Bitch, it's hard out here. Let me fucking live. Please, goddamn. If I watch them in the morning, I will literally spend the rest of my day angry as fuck, heated, irritable as fuck, just like looking at the world in such a negative way. And I'll also spend the rest of my day looking up where do they work? Where do they live? Where do they go to school? Do they go to school right now? Who are they friends with? Where do they associate? So that I can send this video to all of their fucking connections because I'm like, look at who you hired. It's just not good for me. So I have to not do that. No Karen videos in the morning. Take a little hit and take a drink of water because we need to cool the fuck off. It's getting heated. And by we, I mean me. Honestly feel like I'm still finding the balance of knowing when I need to like stand up for myself, speak up in terms of like educating someone. It's easier for me to know when to stand up for others. That's pretty easy for me. But yeah, I feel like that's my current challenge right now from the universe is just figuring out when things trigger me, what is worth my energy, what's okay for me to kind of entertain a little bit, but then knowing when to disengage. And then when do I just like walk the fuck away? But also like when do I fight? When do I fight? If this resonates with you, if you are also going through this struggle, please leave a comment below and let me know, one, that you're also going through it so that I don't feel as alone, and two, how are you dealing with it? What are you thinking? What lessons are you learning? How are you going about it? Like, just what is the fucking tea? What situations have been arising? Like, I just keep having these very similar instances happening. I know I only shared 2, but there's been a few more. And I'm just like, okay, I've handled them all differently. And I'm trying to figure out which one felt the best, which one felt the most productive, which one just felt like the right way to handle it. Or is it maybe one of those things where it's like, it's a case by case? I can just tell the universe is trying to teach me something and help me grow right now. Has to do with how I'm handling my energy and how I'm responding to situations meant to trigger me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandma, and as always, stay high.